Here at Rambauer Vinyards, the aging process does not occur in some secret vault. When they say great wine is a product of the land, they mean it quite literally. I will be speaking with K.R. Rambauer III, who is going to give us a quick tour of the caves, share his family's passion for making wine, and explain the vinification process.
So we're here in our caves. Initially, when we built our winery, we dug the winery into the side of the hill. The first winery we built with concrete was a state-of-the-art, very well insulated and refrigerated, temperature-controlled building, but it's a building in the middle of the field, and when it's 100 degrees outside, there's just a lot of extra air handling that has to go on, and we thought, man, what did they do 100 years ago? How did they keep their wines cool? That led us to taking this 5-acre rolling meadow we have and building the winery into the side of the hill. And then the next best step from there was to dig caves in the side of the hill. It took about 2 years to dig, started in '95 with the caves, finished in '97, and we thought we'd have plenty of room, but you got to keep in mind that the red wines spend 2 years in the barrels.
I see why it is so special and it is so old world. And it's all handmade. One individual can only produce 2 barrels in a day.
Especially the boutique barrel makers, we have the main part of the winery that's dug into the side of the hill that is effectively a chill room where we can handle our barrel fermentations for the white wine. And then for the red wines, they're great, 58 degrees, 90% humidity, perfection. Anybody that has a location where they can dig caves, they're doing it because it's the perfect wine storage environment.
Right. You say your father was the airline pilot. What made him get into the wine business?
Airline pilots, mandatory retirements at 60 years of age, and he knew he wasn't going to be done working at 60 years of age because he had a lot of energy left. Things have a way of unfolding, and a light bulb comes on, and it's the next best idea.
Now, it's your great-great-great-aunt, Irma, who is the author of The Joy of Cooking. Is this correct?
Correct.
Yes. Now, does the family share her passion or her romanticism, her love for cooking?
My wife collects cookbooks, and so we have quite a range. And sometimes I'll pull out 4 or 5, and I'll go back to The Joy, and there's a real simple, basic recipe that I can dial into. That's what The Joy of Cooking is all about, is bringing people along. There's recipes there that you can decipher easily, I think. And then, after you've done it 2 or 3 times, you can put your own twist to it.
If you had one bottle of wine to drink for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Boy, I've had an opportunity to enjoy some beautiful wines with our friends at Silver Oak, and they've opened up some of their earlier Cabernets going back to '72, and it's a real treat to have another vintner share their wines with you. For me, this is a very full circle business. Taking raw land, planting something on it, growing a raw product, taking that raw product, harvesting it, turning it into a finished product, and then taking it out and enjoying it with great people, whether it's at their homes or restaurants. Just a tremendous food beverage in its only heights.
It is. It's one of Mother Nature's greatest gifts.
Wine has over 7,000 years of history, and we're still learning. We're taking the best of technology and the best of the artistry of winemaking, hopefully making the best wine that we possibly can.
Now, talking about the wines, what is your personal favorite?
I like them all for different reasons. I think Zinfandel is great on the front side or during the course of a meal because it has such a wide range. You know, Merlot's just a good all-around red wine to go with.
You would consider it your flagship wine?
Well, I mean, I love all my children.
Right.
That being the Cabernet, the Zin, the Merlot, the Chard. But I think, you know, a flagship would be the Cabernet. I mean, that's where our focus is at. That's what we spent a lot of money over the last 14 years on land and vineyards.
What is your inspiration behind winemaking?
We want to make better and better wine every day. We get up and how can we make it better this day? And then the next day, how can we make it better? We try other people's wines and love them and say, gosh, can we take a piece of that and make our wines more interesting?
Absolutely. It's like restaurateuring as well. Being a restaurateur is you go out, you travel, and you bring back little inspirations of what you do, and you bring them back and you interpret it your own way.
My observation is in the wine business, if you will, we're pre-recorded, we're taped. The restaurant business is live every day. We get a little bit of a break, but when that bottle pops, it better be good, it better be right, and we're on stage. I just fell in love with the wine business and had hit a point where I knew that's what I had to do, and that's what I was going to do the rest of my life, to share this great beverage with
the world. I just want to say it's an absolute honor. Thank you, and
Thank you.
I think we're going to hang out in your caves a little bit, and we'll see you when we return.
Bye-bye.